Hi, welcome to the Easy Trader Update. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 8th of May. Now, in the title here I put welcome the 2 webinars you shouldn't miss. Right, here's the date of our next webinar, free webinar coming up on Thursday the 15th of May. In fact, rather than me scribble this on, let me show you where you can find it. You can go to our website and it's underneath webinars, click on webinars and you'll come to this page. You can just simply click register now, and the subject here is quite apt, as we thought, is how to trade in low volatility markets, and I'll give you some ideas of what I mean, or exactly what I'm talking about here is the volatility. If you look at the average true range here of the euro dollar, and you can see that it's dropped considerably. It went as low as 55 pips at one point along here and has been relatively low. Now, of course, with low volatility, after periods of low volatility, you get periods generally of high volatility. It's just the cycles, the way the market goes. However, sometimes it just seems that you're in a period that seems an extended long period of low volatility. So we're going to look at some different methods and thoughts that we have about trading during these periods. Okay, the other webinar is a webinar relating to Charlie's MBT swing trade offering, which recently has been released. I just literally went through the discs, proofing and doing my bit what I do with them, and there's a lot there which is good base quality, and it really just summarizes how Charlie trades these days. Pretty good, pretty well, and it's all about that, taking that 10k account to the 100k. Well, this is these are the methods he uses. So that webinar will be on 28th of May. So if you haven't already got your discs, you may need to do it pretty quickly. One, the price runs up very soon, but also it'd be good to have a good look through them before the webinar, because it's always the final finite details that is handy to discuss and run through. So that's to be held on Wednesday the 28th of May. The second one, so it's 15th of May for your diary, and once you've got your discs, or if you're getting your disc, got your discs, 28th of May for the MBT swing trading. Okay, that's that. Let's get on and have a look at these lovely markets and get rid of this drawing tool and look at the euro dollar first. Now, funny old thing in the euro. Just had the ECB press conference. Obviously, there was no. I say obviously, but there was no change to the detail in terms of current keeping the rates as they are, and not taking any further measures as of yet. But quite a strong threat that they will do. Now, it was only in the post in the Q&A session that it eventually came out that the strong threat may occur next month. So all after the initial rally, which was running into lots and lots of resistance areas I had on my power 3 trading, they eventually rolled over, and as you can see now, the euro, after that bearish army yesterday, we saw initial shove up today, but now we're, if this was anything to go by and we closed anywhere near where we are now, it is quite a bearish candle, which may see us coming back down towards the monthly pivot and maybe even beyond. Obviously testing certain areas. Now just looking at, you just zip out to the 4 hours and you can see the beginning of this breakdown. We've already been through this 150 moving average, the 4 hourly 50 a few times, and it looks like it's testing it yet again, and that prior trend there. So if we do break through, well, there are the trend lines that have been, or support lines that may come into play. It's when after a market shot up as it is, it's often many levels of support that's sitting pretty close together. So it can be a slow period down then, but we'll see how it runs. But at the moment, certainly erring towards the bearish side as I'm making this recording. Now, the pound dollar. The pound's had a really good time. Bearish army again this morning. Yesterday it put in rather. It's not really going anywhere. Again, we've got this real low volatility day. It looks a lot more when you look at it on a 5-minute chart than it does on a daily. In fact, when you come back out and look at the range of today, you can just see how small it is. And again, I mean, I'm looking at the average true range here. You can see the average true range of the pound has really popped down. Now, that doesn't mean to say, and it generally will happen most likely, is the volatility will pick up. So watching this quite closely. Now, if we can make during today, tomorrow, running to those prior highs again, there is a potential of a bit of 4-hour divergence. If I'm looking at the RSIs here, but I say it's a relatively weaker divergence because it's already broken the 50% retrace line, but there could be some divergence into these highs here, so watching that carefully. But it's still erring, hanging in there. You couldn't say anything more than it's bullish at the moment, and unless it starts breaking through some of the trends, breaking probably through to 34 and back down to that 50. At the moment, it's holding up pretty well. Okay, quick look at dollar yen. Dollar yen's gained some strength, remembering it's the dollar yen, so the dollars, I mean, this has been pretty much a focus of the markets, the weakness of the dollar really, and we've seen the dollar yen coming off gradually from its monthly pivot last week, and it's just been continuing running downwards. There is a support line across the bottom of these lows here. In fact, I'd originally drawn it here. It's obviously things have moved on, and it's just sitting there now support wise. It depends on how you draw it here, but there is the potential of a sort of a major break of this, and it's only really a major break that we sort of look then to go with, but at the moment it still looks like it's got some potential downside there. And yeah, you 4 hourly, same sort of thing, big bearish flag, the potential for continuation to the downside. Okay, right, one thing I just noticed on the 4 hourly there was that divergence there, but that's sort of working itself pretty well off at the moment, so that could, as I say, continue to the downside. Okay, that's it for me. Hope you have a great week, and Charlie will be back tomorrow, I'm sure, with some live trading. And just to remind you of those webinar dates again, that's the 15th of May for the free webinar on how to trade in a low volatility markets, and the 28th of May for those people that have bought the MBT swing strategies CDs. And as I say, the quicker you get them to watch them beforehand, the more you'll gain from the webinar itself. Okay, have a great one. Bye for now.